What's going on, everybody? This is Jeanice Cabale with Cabale Media. In today's video, we're talking about why you should use email automation / flows. Stay tuned. In a world where we use 24 hours differently, we need to manage our time better. The better we manage our time, the more we get done. We have to be productive and not be busy, because being busy doesn't mean you're productive, and so on and so forth. And today we are going to discuss why we should be using email / automation flows, or whatever it is you want to call it, with the first part. And this is going to be a 2-part series with 10 in each one. And since we're talking about time, let's talk about number 1, which is saves time. Automations do repetitive tasks. For example, let's start an automation, or let's think of an automation abandoned cart. If someone goes to your site, adds something to their cart, and they don't purchase, that's an abandoned cart for those who don't know. And every time somebody performs action, an abandoned cart will trigger at some point in the customer journey, whether that be right away, a few hours, a day, 2 days, whatever the case may be. Flows automate tasks. And it allows you to do other things, like focus on other important projects, and whether that be sending your one-off emails, meaning your weekly, daily, bi-weekly emails. It could be focusing more on, let's say, a strategy. It could be, let's say, laying out your email content for the next month. It can be focusing on maybe creating better graphics. It just provides more time. You don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And then it just sends emails at the right time automatically. You can send them, for example, let's go back to abandoned cart. You can have it trigger, let's say, 2 hours after somebody puts something in their cart, leaving their purchase, that is, or their soon-to-be purchase, fresh in their mind. Saves time is my number 1 for why you should use automation / flows. Proves efficiency. If you're not efficient, you're not getting a lot done. It just makes the process a lot faster, where you don't have to keep uploading or writing content or even just duplicating. It just makes the process a lot faster. Yes, the additional creation of the flow may take a lot longer because you're creating graphics, or trying to figure out the right send times, you're trying to figure out the copy. But with that in mind, as soon as you automate it, your efficiency just goes through the roof. And right there, you're able to reduce manual work. Automation's done. You're doing less manual work. And it just keeps all the emails in a consistent time frame, meaning every email is being sent when this specific action is performed. Let's go back to abandoned cart. It's going to send to that person. Let's say you trigger it for 2 hours after the fact. If they drop something in their cart, 2 hours later, they're going to get an email saying, left this in your cart. Would you like to purchase? Number 2, improves efficiency. Personalization, my all-time favorite. Personalization just makes emails relevant to recipients. Hi, Jeanice. Hi, whatever your name is. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so. You don't have to keep doing it all the time. In Klaviyo / Klaviyo, it's called a variable. Personalizing it, making it more relevant to the user. And you're sending emails when users are most likely to respond. Say, for example, you've been testing your email and you found this pattern where people open their email at a certain time. You can automate to make them send an email at that time. We have automated response. You're making the email more relatable to the customer / subscriber. And then it just improves your overall user experience, adding personal touch to the email, making it more appealing to the person on the other side, user / customer, subscriber. Personalization, one of my favorites. Number 4, increased engagement. If you don't have increased engagement or engagement at all, you don't have an email marketing program. Sending emails when you know that the customers are more likely to engage. If you analyze all your data and you know that people are most likely to open at 10 a.m. on a Thursday, or just 10 a.m. in general, keeping content interesting. How do you do that? You know your brand better than anyone else. Use other people, of course your copywriters, to help you create this content that is just so appealing to the user that they have no other reason to want to keep reading. So always use engaging content, and then it just encourages users to take action. When you use flows, they're consistently going to your customer or consistently being sent to your customer based on actions they've done before, whether that's purchasing, abandoned cart, browse abandonment, unengaged, whatever the case may be. It just keeps them engaged in general. Like I said, they've been unengaged. This is re-engaging them. Increasing engagement or increased engagement is number 4 on my list. Number 5, enhance customer experience. It's just creating a smoother communication flow when you're speaking to the customer or subscriber. It has consistent emails coming in. There's never a lapse in communication. Some people just use automations to their advantage. Things like Klaviyo give you the opportunity to create all these flows. Do you need all of them? No. Can they all benefit you? Probably. You never know until you try. It just meets expectations with timely emails. They're always coming at the customer, not in an aggressive way, but a way that's right, that's frequent, and is just good enough to keep them engaged. And it builds a better relationship with their contacts. Consistently, constantly emailing them about things that are relevant to them, and not just emails that are getting sent to them every week. And let's be real here. Even yourself as a customer, when you get emails from your favorite brands, you don't always need these emails. They're obviously trying to sell you their product or their service. To enhance your customer experience, make sure you have a consistent flow of emails. Obviously, this is what the automation does. You'll be able to keep in contact with them on a consistent basis and just build an overall better relationship with the customer. Boost conversions. If you don't have conversions, again, you don't have a business. So it just targets users at the right time. It knows their algorithm because you're manually, which eventually will not be manually, putting it into the system. You know they open at 10? Let's use that. You know they open at 12? Let's use that data. You know that they're more likely to open on Tuesday? Let's use that data. It just targets the users at the right time most of the time, if not all the time. And it reminds users about incomplete purchases. And it's giving them the extra push that you don't have to do manually because you see that they're doing these activities. Obviously, based on the algorithm and the AI, it's all coming together. You're not physically seeing that they're doing it, but you obviously have put the flow together in order for this to work. It also offers personalized deals. Generally based on customer behavior, you're going to send a discount that's relevant, maybe a BOGO, that's buy one, get one. The discount is always relevant to what they're doing. Personalized deals, personalized offers. Boosted conversions is what you want to do and increase that ROI. And AOV. Scalability. You want to scale your business as much as possible. How are we going to do that? It just expands your marketing, effortlessly streamlines the process. You're able to do more things at once, and you have a consistent flow of emails coming in. It supports expansion without extra work. You don't have to keep doing these manual one-off tasks when your automation flows will be doing it for you. Manual work does suck, and you're going to have to do manual work in the beginning. But trust me when I say this, after the initial creation is done, you'll probably have to go in once every couple of weeks, every couple of months, just to tweak things if you're not converting. It does happen. Sometimes they don't convert, and you have to do some type of revamp every few weeks or every few months just to make sure that it's up and running and doing what it needs to do. And it just handles more emails as you grow. If you're not sending every week, which I think you should, or bi-weekly, at least you know that these emails are consistently coming through and you could handle more emails as you grow. You have your weekly sends and then the automation. Reduces manual errors. Once you get these automations done and you've proofread them, you're now reducing manual errors. Manual errors, minimizing mistakes in emails, because we all know that if you're writing emails, sometimes you forget to proofread them or you don't have somebody check it and you go out with a typo. Happens to all of us. Don't get discouraged, don't fret. You can fix it and it will continue to automate and send out the right email. Reducing manual errors is great in automations. It also ensures accurate targeting. You know that it's going to go to this certain person, these certain people, this list, this segment, and it continuously sends out emails all the time, just as long as emails are coming through your email service provider. And it keeps emails and the content and the time consistent. All these automations are doing, obviously besides increasing your AOV and your engagement, is making sure that you always have emails being sent at the right time, all the time, with relevant information nonetheless. Optimizes through lead nurturing. What does that mean? It just guides the leads through the buying process, right? For example, they go to your site, they enter their email into your lead gen, which is whatever it is, coupon, free shipping, and then it goes through these sequences of emails for 1, 2, 5, 7 flows, and it just consistently keeps them moving through their customer journey. It's great if you don't like to send one-off emails, which you should still be doing, but if you don't have automations, you're just setting yourself up to fail, and you don't want to fail. It's optimizing your lead nurtures. It's also sending informative content all the time. It is turning leads into customers also. Just because they sign up for your lead gen doesn't necessarily mean they want to be your customer. Yeah, they saw the discount, but it doesn't mean they're going to convert, and you want to prevent that. Using workflow automations, workflow, whatever you want to call it, automation flows, is one of the best ways to optimize your lead nurturing. Increasing retention. We all want to increase retention. It just maintains regular contact with your subscribers all the time. Having consistent contact with them is one of the best ways to kind of solidify that they're going to stay a customer for a long time. Obviously, you don't want to annoy them and email them too much, but this is a perfect way to be able to get them to see that you're around, stay consistent with your emails, you stay consistent with them, and of course, it just increases customer retention. You can send exclusive offers to these automations, so whether that be free shipping again, another discount, a buy one, get one, a special discount because they did this. Automations will always be there to provide that extra level of support that manual sending doesn't do. Increasing retention is very important. It also keeps your brand in mind. You don't want them to forget about you. If you have these consistent flows of emails all the time, you know that your customers are always going to see you. All right, that was the first 10. We'll get the next 10 in a video sometime soon, whether it be next week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks from now. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. If you want to speak to me, you can email me at jcabale@cabalemedia.com. Again, don't forget to subscribe. I'll put the button up here. And don't forget you actually can't click on them. Or you can just go to cabalemedia.com and we could talk about all things marketing or anything else you want to do. Again, this is Jeanice Cabale with Cabale Media, and I'll see you at the next video.